Learn how to lower your PS5 Slim's temperature by 9 to 15 degrees Celsius, all without opening the console or using any special equipment. The result? Your fan runs at lower speeds, makes less noise, and your console stays cooler, more stable, and performs better overall. As you can see, a padded shield made directly from the faceplate itself in Blender and perfectly fitted in place absorbs every drop of water from the ice jelly. If you're using a Dobby fan like I am, make sure to move the fan's power circuit to the back of the console. Instead of drawing power from the PS5 itself, connect a hollow metal USB plug to this section and use a USB to USB extension cable to plug the fan into a power bank. Alright, we're starting with a God of War test. The first two tests for each game will measure temperatures during the first 5 minutes, and the last two tests at the 30-minute mark. As you saw, without any gel or fan, the temperature reached 46 degrees Celsius in the first 5 minutes. With the fan and cooling gel applied, the temperature in the first 5 minutes was 43 degrees Celsius, which is a 3-degree difference compared to the standard test without cooling. Between minutes 29 and 30, without any cooling, the temperature hit 58 degrees Celsius, that's 1364 degree Fahrenheit. With the fan and gel in place, we got 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degree Fahrenheit, in the same period. A great 8-degree drop that also lowered the fan speed. In GTA, the temperature climbed quickly with some ups and downs, but finally settled at 42 degrees Celsius, that's 107, 6 degree Fahrenheit right at 5 minutes and 3 seconds. In the second 5 minutes, the temperature kept rising, but not as sharply as the first run without cooling. It peaked at 39 degrees Celsius, that's 102 degree Fahrenheit. Just a 3-degree difference, which makes sense, since early temps usually fluctuate and aren't super accurate.
Sorry, not really. Hello, and how are you? That shit's it's my renters. You think you can just push people around? Bullshit!
And to wrap it up, in the Forza Horizon 5 test, the temperature went from 45 degrees Celsius to 46 degrees Celsius. That's 113 to 114 degrees Fahrenheit during just the last 15 seconds. And in the final test, using both ice cooling and a rear-mounted fan, the temperature fluctuated between 50 degrees Celsius and 52 degrees Celsius, 122 degree Fahrenheit to 1256 degree Fahrenheit in the final moments, specifically around minute 29 to 47. So in the accessibility section, under controllers, set the press and hold delay option to long. Then go to the display and sound section. To improve colors in games with low contrast, enable color correction and move the intensity slider 3 steps to the right. From the far left, go back to Settings, and in the System section, look for the beep and light option. Set it to low or even mute. If you often download games in rest mode, it's better to keep it on low. In the power indicator and brightness section, it's best to set it to dim so the PS5 power stays stable. Now go back to the screen and video section. In the first part, it shows the type and version of the HDMI cable. If you're using an HDMI capture card, keep in mind that the video recording quality, for example, from a game like GTA 6, highly depends on the cable quality, so make sure to use the original high-version cable. The second part shows the specs and capabilities of the monitor or television your PS5 is connected to. Now go back to the main setting. In the accessories and controller and vibration intensity, it's better to turn off the DualSense vibration. So disabling, it helps save battery life. Just a bit further down, make sure to turn off the controller speaker too. And in Game Presets and Automatic Update, go into Automatic Update and make sure the second option, Auto Install in Rest Mode, is turned on. If you've got a slower internet connection, this setting helps big games download and install automatically while the console is in rest mode. Now go back, and in Notification, as you might guess, here you can manage notifications like trophy alerts or messages from friends. If you're recording video and don't want pop-ups showing up in the middle of your footage, it's a good idea to turn them off. Now for the most important part, capture and broadcast. This is actually one of the main reasons for lag in heavy games, because it directly puts load on the CPU. In the capture section, set the screenshot format to PNG for better image quality. Under video clip format, change the first option, file type, to MP4. And just below that, you can decide whether to include mic audio or party chat audio in your recordings. In the trophies section, definitely set the first option to none. Why? Because by default, the PS5 is constantly recording the last 30 minutes of gameplay, even if you don't realize it. This creates unnecessary load on the CPU. Other options like Save Trophy Video or Challenge also relate to this, and it's best to turn those off as well. Finally, broadcasts. If you're using a PS5 Slim or PS5 Pro, set the video quality to 1920x1080 at 30 FPS. If you've got the fat model, go with 1280x720 at 30 FPS instead. You can always upscale the video later on your PC if needed. And that's it. This is the ultimate PS5 settings optimization guide for smoother performance, lower power consumption, and lag-free video recording. First of all, I've designed a 3D model for the top faceplate disc version of the PS5. I'll upload it to Discord so you can download it, make any small adjustments or final sizing tweaks, and print it yourself. 1. Always apply the ice gel before turning on your PS5. Never place the gel when the system is hot or already running. This step must be done while the console is off. Right from the beginning, this prevents thermal shock and helps the PS5 boot with a stable, controlled temperature. Also, make sure to place the gel at a proper angle, close to 90 degrees, to ensure maximum surface contact and effective cooling. 2. My personal experience. I've been using this cooling method on a PS5 Slim for over 2 years, and so far, I've had no issues at all. However, please note, I haven't tested this method on PS5 Fat or PS5 Pro models. Also, it's absolutely essential that you have the disc version of the PS5. Why? Without the disk drive, you'll be placing the gel closer to the motherboard, which I don't recommend, as it may increase the risk of moisture reaching sensitive components. So I strongly suggest following this method exactly as I've tested it. 3. Extra protection advice. When playing online games or in situations where you can't constantly monitor your PS5, it's highly recommended to use the 3D printed protective shield. Tiny water droplets may go unnoticed, and the shield helps fully prevent any potential leaks. Keep in mind, this shield is only necessary when placing gel on top of the disk drive. If you're only placing the gel underneath the disk area, you don't need the 3D print. 4. Moisture and temperature check. As shown in the video, no leakage occurred through the thick outer layers of the PS5 Slim. Every step was tested using a digital thermometer to ensure safe operation. However, please note, you are fully responsible for using this method at your own risk. 5. Choosing the right size and type of ice gel. For the bottom side of the PS5 disk drive, it's recommended to use a larger ice gel pack with higher density. For the top side, go with a smaller gel pack, but still with high density, like the one shown in the video. Before using the gel packs, make sure they are completely sealed and have no leaks or punctures. After freezing, the surface of the gel packs should be flat and even to prevent pressure from building up on the plastic or silicone seams, which helps avoid tearing or leaking. 6. If your PS5 Slim was shutting down automatically before this tutorial, be sure to get your console fully serviced by a professional technician first. If the issue persists, it could indicate a hardware problem. Important note: this cooling method is designed to reduce the surface temperature of the PS5 and helps prevent heat buildup layer by layer. The PS5 is structured like a sandwich of thermal layers, so by cooling both the top and bottom, the middle layer will also benefit and stay cooler. That's why it's important to first solve any internal hardware issues, then use this method as an external cooling enhancement.